Red Button means we're live and casual take with your boy Steven Pepper here to give a take off my chest. So last week I told you guys that Joe Burrow would be my MVP if the Bengals were to make the playoffs. Well, breaking news: the Bengals didn't make the playoffs. Okay, I'm gonna need a new guy as we've concluded the regular season, and right now it's a polarizing two-man race between Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson. I've never seen it nastier. If you listen to sports books, they say it's Josh Allen. But if you listen to the streets and put your ear up close, everyone's saying it's Lamar Jackson because of the stats. He's got this and that. But I'm going to need a guy. And to me, Josh Allen's my MVP. And let me tell you why. Yes, Lamar has better stats, but you can't just win an MVP off stats. Oh, how do you know that? Because y'all told me last year when we all agreed to give it to Lamar when he didn't have better stats. It's more than just stats. Instead, it's about how valuable your performances were to your team's success. And yes, I am about to go into the more or less thing for Allen because I do think it matters. The Bills were projected to win less games than the Ravens. If you check, it's anywhere between 9 to 10 for the Bills coming into the year, and for the Ravens, it was about 10 to 11. And yet, Allen, with just one Pro Bowl teammate compared to Lamar's eight Pro Bowl teammates, Allen won more games, scored more points per game, and did this while sitting out 11 quarters of game time. You know, he was dominating his team so bad, he was like, yeah, I'm just going to kick it. I'm going to end this early. Mitch Trubisky, you go in. I mean, that stuff matters. But what I think seals his case and what wins MVPs is what are your MVP moments? And when I think about a guy like Josh Allen, I think about the time where he led two victories against the Lions and the Chiefs, two teams at the top of their conferences. I think about the time in a blizzard on Sunday Night Football, he became the first quarterback ever to record a passing, rushing, and receiving touchdown in the same game. And I also think about the time in a CBS's Game of the Week on the road against a playoff Rams team, he became the first player ever to record 3 passing and 3 rushing touchdowns in the same game. Guys, those are all big boy matchups where the entire country watched, and every time it was Josh Allen being Superman. Now, I'm not saying Lamar Jackson didn't have some of those moments where he put the cape on, but in some of those big games, if we're being honest, you're watching, you're like, is Derrick Henry the best player tonight? Yeah, I'm absolutely going there. I am going with the whole Derrick Henry gets in the way of the Lamar Jackson MVP thing. It feels kind of like Steph and KD on the Warriors, where they were so good, but on the same team, they just took votes away from each other. Because one night it'll be Steph's, the other night it will be KD. Now, majority of the Ravens season, Lamar was the best player on the team. But all those big games where everyone's flexing that Lamar has more wins against playoff teams than Allen, some of those games, it's Derrick Henry closing it out with a long touchdown run. It's Derrick Henry with 30 carries, like the game against the Bills, where people cite as a thing in favor of Lamar, that they beat Josh Allen on Sunday Night Football. But it was Derrick Henry who broke that long touchdown run to start the game. He would finish with 199 yards and a touchdown. That Christmas Day game that everyone watched and wanted to give it to Lamar against the Texans. But Derrick Henry had 27 carries for $147 and a touchdown. Overall, Henry was second in the league with 325 carries, second in the league with 1,900 yards, and tied for first with 16 rushing touchdowns. Where is that guy for Josh Allen? Where's that guy where in the big high leverage games could just take some load off him? Allen doesn't have a 1,000-yard wide receiver. His receivers were in and out the lineup for the whole season. Yeah, James Cook broke 1,000 yards on the season, but he did that in week 18 when Allen wasn't playing. So, yeah, Lamar, I've seen all the graphics, all the Bleacher Report, ESPN, Sports Center graphics you make on Twitter. I've seen it all with the highlighted stats that say, look at Lamar in passing, touchdown interception ratio, rushing yards. Yeah, I see it. It's all in favor of Lamar. I get it. But if this was all about stats, why didn't we just give it to Dak or Josh Allen last year? Because we all know you just don't win an MVP off stats. It's about what you watched and how impressive and how valuable a player was to his team's success. And Lamar last year, although he didn't have the stats, was the 1 seed, and you could tell when they were blowing teams out, yeah, this dude's leading one of the, like maybe the best offense in the league, and he's so good. But this year, Josh Allen, better record than Lamar, leading a better offense, and you watch those Sunday Night Football games. You watch those CBS Game of the Week games, and it's Josh Allen with the cape on every single game. And to me, Lamar Jackson, yes, has had cape moments. I'm not taking it away from Lamar. Lamar is having an MVP-type season. But I just think Josh Allen's moments, beating the Chiefs, beating the Lions, blizzard game, being the first quarterback to do this, that. He's my MVP. But I know that my comments on when I post this on TikTok or YouTube, it's going to be lit up. But dude, it's Lamar. You have no idea what you're talking about. I can't wait to see those. But let me know what you guys think. I appreciate you guys for tuning into this episode of A Casual Take. Follow my social media to stay updated on all things related to the show. Until next time, see you.